All right. So it look like it's a go. It's a go, Toucan? Right. So this is what we gonna do, man. I know y'all want to question why we do what we do, and I'm gonna let y'all know why we do what we do.
God, is that Louis?
Check. 1 2 1 2.
Check.
Testing.
It's 1 p.m.
Get them scatter. Don't like bitch that chatter. And my shawty ass got better. Niggas get mad cause they hate I have her. I'ma make hits like batter. I'ma get rich no matter what. It's my shawty better. Yeah, his pockets fatter. But every run in the pocket shit get gone like we Houdini. Heard that nigga a weenie. Bully the bully, she said I'm a mean. The way that I do it, I make it look easy. She give me time and she caught me a beanie. Surfing the wave and I'm feeling like Wheezy. Drinking my water like where's the Fiji? I'm in your thoughts cause I am so dreamy. I'm in her box cause she is so creamy. See that I'm snapping, they didn't believe me. Fuck all the people that want to leave me. Tell me that's VVS. Shawty wanna give me neck. Try to take off her dress. I'm a knot on her chest. Everyone's so impressed. Getting up checks, not stress. Every day feeling blessed. Gotta love more, hate less.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my son, Brendan Senpai.
Shout out to Senpai doing this thing.
Yeah, shout out to Young Billions. And on that note, real quick, we was in the studio, and for the first time, I heard him using guns in his music, and like my heart just dropped all the way down to the floor. So I was like, dang, I felt him. You know what I mean? Because I haven't been a great example. So I want my audience to know that my music is strictly for your entertainment. I ain't no gangster. I ain't no drug dealer.
Retired gangster.
I'm not around here riding around with the toaster and all that garbage and all that BS.
Don't forget the first show what he said.
Listen, like I want my son to live. I want your sons to live. I want your daughters to live. I want your family to live. And I'm totally against the guns and the music. And I'm not gonna be a hypocrite about it, you know. But son, I'm gonna say this straight to you if you're listening, man. I promise to do better. Because I feel like I felt you. Because I feel like you feel like it's a lot of pressure for the youth to put guns in their music in order to be accepted, and that's not true. I just heard Baby on 94.5, and you can't curse, you can't have guns, and none of that in the music, and it was still hot, and it's different money too. So, son, I apologize, bro, and your father gonna get better at that, man. So, you know, to the youngins that feel pressure to put guns in y'all music, y'all don't have to be hot. Matter of fact, I challenge any MC, any artist, not to put guns in their music and still be hot. So, you know, we can make that the next challenge.
You know what? That's great to hear. That's great to hear. Like, you know, that should be in the father about. But first, let's do this intro. This Billionaire Radio. I'm your host, Big Black Arms, Billionaire, because the billions are near. And we got my man Latif Billions here in the building. As you heard, he do what he do best. The show that make you mad and make you laugh at the same time. This is what we do.
It's funny how he said, Big Black Arm, I'm the host, and I'm the star. You forgot.
Starring Latif Billions,
right,
baby. They starring. He's the star.
Okay.
I'm the host. He's the star.
Thank you.
But really, he's a king. This is my man, right? He's a true king. Y'all want to know what the definition of a king is? Latif Billions is a king. He's a gentle giant, the gangster and the gentleman. How's that intro? That's King. 100. This is
Lion King.
This is my brother right here. You know what I'm saying? This is my brother. Like, you know,
Ooh.
Crazy history, crazy stories.
You was up all night working on that, bro?
Actually, I came up with it, drinking my. And where's my water?
Oh, my bad.
That's not even my water. Y'all be taking my stuff. Right?
I ain't even opened it yet.
You know, we don't do logos. No logos.
Yeah,
no logos.
We said we was gonna start this show off talking about
no logos.
No logos. Oh, damn, we gotta take that off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gonna talk about y'all Cougars.
Yo, speaking of Cougars, I ain't even gonna tell you what I just. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. Listen.
Why get rid of this label?
Listen, you get rid of the label. This is.
Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead. Listen, the Cougars is definitely out there. Cougars are definitely out there. Matter of fact, Madonna. You see Madonna got a cougar?
So hold up. Madonna is not a cougar. She passed cougar. I don't know what to call her, bro. I don't know.
Listen, Madonna is at a soccer game.
Right.
Right?
Right.
With her 24, 25-year-old son, right?
Right.
With a 27-year-old boyfriend on the sideline with her.
Wow.
She's playing no games.
Wow.
It's like, and think
Wow.
of Madonna, like his parents was probably in high school listening to Madonna. Maybe elementary school listening to Madonna. So that a cougar? Maybe that's I don't know what you
She
call
a
that.
mountain lion. I call her a mountain lion.
A mountain lion? I don't know what
she
you
a
call
mountain
that.
lion. She passed cougar, but I mean, more power to her. You know, I'm pretty sure she paying for it. But all I'm saying is,
It's probably old and wrinkly. I wouldn't touch Madonna. Go ahead.
all I'm saying is, just let the kids come home. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying to the Cougars. Let the young man come home at least twice a week. You know what I mean? Let his mother know he alive. You know, let him talk with his family. Let him interact with his family. I mean, you over there, he got the Lunchables. You bought him the juice boxes. He got the PlayStation 8. It ain't even come out yet.
I'm going to say 8. Where did he get that at?
That's what I'm
I'm about
saying,
to go
bro.
look online for the 8.
It didn't even come out yet, bro.
Okay.
That's borderline trafficking, though.
Borderline
Yeah, it's borderline trafficking.
Listen, you can't really call it borderline trafficking because a lot of times the young ones are the willing ones in that situation.
Yeah, but the cougar supposed to be more mature in that situation.
There's no such thing. Listen. If you're 21 years old, that's it. That's how they look. That's how life works. I didn't make these rules.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
I guess.
Like you have 21-year-olds having babies. You're gonna tell a 20-year-old baby, listen, you can't do that. They don't have a baby already.
I'm just saying, let him go home and see his mother, man. That's all I'm saying. Let him go home sometime.
He don't want to go home
That's the problem.
because cougars cook. Somebody cooking. You know what I mean? The old lady cooking.
Oh, that's what I was saying,
Like
man.
the old lady cooking.
Got him up in there with the Lunchables,
You sound like you're hitting home for you, like your homie got trapped
juice
up by a
boxes.
cougar. He must got a homie right now. Hey, shout out to his homie. He got a homie right now that's stuck with a cougar right now. Whoever the cougar is, the mountain lion, whatever you want to call it.
Yo, and you know, it happens gradually too, man. It's funny because they're around, we all on the corner, whatever, everybody standing around talking about, dude, they probably got the backwoods, everything by blowing or whatever we do. And the next thing you know, you look around and somebody missing. That's trafficking, bro. That's borderline trafficking.
If you're telling me that you look around and somebody missing,
somebody missing,
listen,
bro.
that's not a good homie. I need my homies to know that, listen, somebody's engaging with me because
Right.
somebody could have snatched him and threw him in the trunk. You tell me somebody missing.
That's how they doing it.
I need somebody to intervene.
Yo, these young boys be missing, man. They be on posters. They be cool. They be all right, but they be on posters. So Cougars, please, just let them young boys go home once in a while, man. Say hello to their mom,
It's not the Cougars' fault.
chill
man.
out with they siblings. Yeah, I mean, them Cougars be wrapping it around their neck. They get lost, bro. They get lost.
It's not the Cougars' fault. The problem is, God got a
lost
sense of humor.
and turned down.
Oh, well, you got vibe. You can sing.
I can't
That's what
sing.
I'm talking about, man.
I can't sing.
What was that?
Bro, I can't sing a little bit, bro.
But listen,
a little bit.
But listen, it's the problem with the God got a sense of humor, right? So
Right.
what happened is, women's sex drive go up over 33, right?
Right.
And men's sex drive go down over 33.
Right.
Unless
I don't know about that.
No, if you take care of your body and you work out and stuff, you don't
Yeah.
really hit those situations.
Right.
But the average person, that's what happens.
Wow.
So now let's say the man's sex drive is going down. He's not taking care of himself. He's not working out, right?
Right,
So
right.
now he's 45, maybe 50, 55, 50,
Right.
60.
Right.
The Cougars on go.
Wow.
My man, he needs the blue pill or he in trouble.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what happens is that the young guy, he like a 22-year-old rocket ship right now.
True.
You see what I'm saying? And that's
True.
what it's about. Remember, Stella had to get her groove back. For those who don't know about that.
I'm
old
gonna tell
school
you
movie.
like this. I know how them Cougars be getting them, right? Because they like I said, they more mature. They got more experience. You know what I'm saying? And once the young boy get to the point where he busting too fast, Now she messing with his confidence.
I don't know about busting too fast.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's how they get them. You know what I mean? Now they all up in there crazy.
What they doing?
They super excited. You know what she do? She put that outfit on.
Put an outfit on.
Yeah, she put like the booty shorts on and
Hold on.
and
Let's
unbutton
define.
the top
hold
button.
on. Before you go there, I gotta stop you.
Right.
Let's define the age of cougar.
They,
What
they
age
younger.
you talking about?
Them Cougars is younger now. Them Cougars ain't in their 40s and 50s. Cougar, I say the starting age is probably like 37.
Listen, that first of all, you said 40s and 50s. That's not even retirement age. Like how was?
Come on,
That's not
Come
even
on,
a
bro.
cougar. 40 and 50 is not a cougar.
Well, maybe I misunderstood
Yo,
what a cougar is.
Cougars are anybody that's can be considered retirement. Anybody can consider Social Security.
So let me listen. So if she 37 and he 21, you don't think she cougar status?
No.
So if she 40,
that's called robbing the cradle. That's not a cougar.
all right. So if she 40 and he 21, she is still not cougar status.
No, that's robbing the cradle. That's not a cougar.
I don't know, bro.
Cougar just it sounds like what it is. An old person.
I think what they do, I think what a lot of women do is break the confidence down for. I think that's their first barrier is to break down the confidence, and then they become wilderly, like they become like needy. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, I'm needy, but she feeding me. I got the game. I got somewhere to sleep. Some of them ain't got to work. Some of them, when she get off work, they still at home on the game. All crazy.
I've never seen that in my life.
That's trafficking, bro.
I've never
That's
seen
a
that in my
form
life.
of trafficking. Bro.
I've never seen that in my life.
That's because you always home.
And understood. Oh, I definitely, man. I definitely take. Because listen,
Yo,
life is good for me, so I got a reason not to be home.
yeah, I hear you.
But
I hear you.
when you say form of trafficking, trafficking is when somebody don't want to be there.
That's what I'm saying. You minus that part, but everything else is the same. The kidnapping, all that. Catch him at the gas station. Catch him in front of the Chinese
his
store.
mindset is the way he think. How we go from cougar, sex, bussing to kidnapping at the gas station?
It's a form
Like,
of kidnapping.
How
bro.
do you even get there? How
Bro,
do you
it's
even,
a form of
how do you
kidnapping.
equate that to the same? I don't know how you even. Only you, man.
Bro, it's a form of kidnapping, bro. Think about it. They was in front of the Chinese store, now they not. They was at GameStop, now they not. They was in the mall, now they not. And can't nobody find them.
That's not called kidnapping.
Listen, they disappear for weeks, bro. They don't call home, nothing. They be gone.
That's not called kidnapping.
Yeah, all right.
That's not called kidnapping. That's called I'm gonna go with her. And I'm not gonna tell my homies because I don't want them to stop me. So I'm gonna roll out with her.
So do you think it's fair that they lure these young boys with the Xbox,
Yes.
the PlayStation?
Yes,
you think
I
that's
agree.
fair?
Yes. You know why? I think if more Cougars, I think if more Cougars will snatch up these young boys,
Right.
these young boys will have a life to live because the Cougars not putting a gun in and not killing them.
See, I never thought about that.
I know you didn't. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's,
So
that's less bodies on the
less
street.
bodies on the street. So if these Cougars, so all you Cougars out here need you to snatch up these young boys to get them off the streets. That's how we getting them. Get the Cougars, snatch them off the street, and these young boys off the street. That way they're gonna have another life to live.
My wife told me to put this phone on mute. I'm still not listening. Yeah, that's why
Right.
I got.
I didn't do this. I didn't.
You know why? Because I was in
do
the
it either.
car doing promo.
I didn't do it either.
I had to set up, put this phone on
I
mute.
know. I didn't do it either. That's all right.
So you saying going to the mall? So
Right.
so you saying the Xbox and buying a brand new PlayStation that
Right.
costs $7 to a stack?
Right.
You don't find nothing wrong with that?
Not at all. I think you're saving that young man's life. Give him some coochie and save his life. You know what I'm saying? So him getting
Yo.
shot, he getting coochie.
That's the new campaign, bro.
Right. Give
It's
coochie, save
1:13
life.
p.m.
Right. That's the new.
So every cougar out there, I need y'all to keep snatch these young boys up, snatch them off the street, give them the Xbox, give them the food, whatever you do to get them off the streets, because in these streets, they're not going to live too long.
And that's true.
But in your house, you're going to live a long time in some coochie. Might be some old coochie, but he's going to be in some coochie. Might be some old wrinkly coochie,
You're a
but
funny
he's gonna-
boy, man.
I'm just
It's
saying.
1:13 p.m.
I'm gonna leave this phone alone.
It
bro.
is what it is. You know, it's, you know what I mean? But think about it that way.
All right,
Right.
I kind of see what
So
you're
I
saying.
support all the Cougars.
Okay. Well, shout out to the Cougars.
Thank you. Shout out to every last Cougar that's cougaring.
funny boy, man.
As they should be. But I missed y'all last week, and let me tell y'all something. That roach story was disgusting. When you talk about the roach diving in the grits, first of all, I'm throwing a whole pot of grits away. Like, it's not even I'm feeding the roach grits. I'm throwing a whole, that's a disgusting story. I think that was the most disgusting thing I heard on Billionear Radio. Is the roach diving in the grits. He said swine diving in a pot of hot grits. First of all, if a roach can live in a pot of hot grits, that ain't a regular roach. I don't know no roach that can live through a pot of hot grits.
He was hungry, bro.
The
boy was hungry,
he
bro.
He gonna die hungry.
I saw him the other day, too, in front of his deli.
See, that's a problem. And if anybody got roaches in their house, that's nasty. That's nasty. If you see a roach on your counter, leave.
Bro, it was a struggling story. It was a struggling story.
I don't care what the story is. That was a disgusting show.
This was hard times. This was hard times.
Hard times.
I was a kid when that happened, bro.
I tell you hard times. You know I got to do my sports thing.
Right.
Antonio Brown and my guy Tom Brady. We know y'all don't like Tom Brady, but we know he's the greatest. Y'all can't help
Making the NFL white again.
Okay.
All right,
but
good.
I'm glad you said that. You know why I'm glad you said that? Because you're the one that said that you said the NFL quarterback, right, is the most racist position.
In all sports.
In all sports.
Yes, sir.
But do you realize in the NFL, right, how many black quarterbacks are now starting? So now it doesn't make
32
sense.
teams.
32 teams.
Do you got 15? Do you got at least 15 starting quarterbacks in the NFL?
Very
of color.
Very, very close. But let's just say you got 10. You still can't say that's a racist position anymore. You got 10 quarterbacks. So you're now contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not contradicting myself. You gotta listen. You're not listening. Let's just say 32 teams, right?
Right.
All right. So what's that? 16. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say 16 quarterbacks were black and 16 quarterbacks was white.
Right.
The white quarterbacks still get the privilege. They still get the privilege. If it was 3 and it was like 28.
So are you telling me that?
The privilege never
Are
leaves.
you telling me that Russell Wilson don't have a Super Bowl ring?
He been to 2 Super Bowl. He should have 2.
Thank you. Are you telling me that Patrick Mahomes don't have a Super Bowl ring?
He do. He should have 2.
Right. So when you talk that way,
all right, let me ask you a question. Patrick Mahomes, right? And hold up,
I'm not a Patrick Mahomes fan. Let's start.
I'm a diehard Mahomes fan.
He won't even be in it. He won't even be in Super Bowl next year.
I'm a diehard Russell Wilson fan too.
He won't be in the Super Bowl
all
next year.
All right, so let me answer this question. These elite quarterbacks of color, right? They both lost Super Bowls to who?
I don't know. You got to tell me that answer.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time. What do you do? What
it's always controversial. Listen, you know how I'm gonna tell you. Listen, you know how Russell Wilson lost to Tom Brady? They was on a half-yard line, getting ready to score. They was at the goal line, half a yard away from scoring. All he had to do was hand the ball off to Lynch, and Russell Wilson dropping back the pass and throws it right to the defensive back.
That's coming from an offensive-minded person, because from a defensive-minded person with the Bill Belichick defense, and you run a goal line defense knowing it's run, 9 out of 10 you're gonna stop it on that 1 yard line.
Listen,
if you know it's a run, they're gonna stop it. That year they was the number 1 against the run.
Hold up, no, they was number 6 against the run.
Okay, I'll take it.
But listen, you know what, if I'm a coach, you get paid all this money to coach.
Right.
For that play, for the Super Bowl,
right.
I'm gonna put offensive linemen out there. I'm gonna put defensive and offensive linemen out there.
But this is why you're not a coach.
I'm gonna hand the ball off and I'm gonna say take it. Take it.
This is why you're not a coach. Coaches like you don't make it long in the NFL.
Shoot, man, I would have had that Super Bowl.
Nah.
I would have had that Super Bowl when nobody been on the field other than the quarterback and the running back. Everybody on the field would have been weighing over 300 pounds. And we would have called the sweep, and we would have ran them over. We would have pounded the ball in. Super Bowl win.
Let me tell you.
Now, hold up. Now, Patrick Mahomes. How did Patrick Mahomes lose to Tom Brady? I'll tell you how. 13 penalties in the first half. All Tom Brady throwing the ball to somebody. No, they couldn't even catch the ball. The ball was 15, 20 feet over their head, and they was throwing flags. 13 penalties helped Tom Brady win that Super Bowl and the defense.
Well, I hate to tell you, but even though it's 13 penalties, I mean,
it's unheard of.
Tampa Bay had their penalties too.
What they have? You know when they got their penalties when the game was over. The game was over.
Listen, you sound like you lost
And they
money
gave
on the
him
game.
two,
Did you
maybe
bet on the
one
game?
or two
Did you bet on the
penalties.
game?
No, I ain't gambling. I ain't got no money to lose.
Okay,
I
good.
ain't got no money to lose.
But here's the thing, all right? Because I'm not going to keep long on this because my point is to talk about Antonio Brown. But my whole point is what you're saying is they lost, right?
Yeah.
But they lost because you paying attention?
I'm paying attention.
They were tackling the receivers. If a receiver's going for a pass and it gets tripped up, you can't do that. That's pass interference all day. So you can't help that. Whether the ball's catchable or not, you're tackling the receivers.
Bro, that don't make sense.
It don't make sense. Okay, but
why you don't see the politics in this,
All right,
bro?
but
You're
listen.
talking about the most
Okay.
prolific
You know
offense,
what?
the most prolific offense
all right, so
in the league. Then you're talking about who I think was MVP was Patrick Mahomes. Aaron Rodgers got the MVP for throwing touchdown passes. Who had the best record in the NFL? Who ended up with the best record in the NFL at the end of the season?
it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. The Chiefs. And you know why that was so impressive? Because they just won a Super Bowl and every team was gunning for them. Every team was gunning for him. And Patrick still lost only one game all season long.
All right, here's
He
the
was
thing.
the MVP.
So you feel like he was the MVP of that game?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Well, that's
Rodgers
cool.
got that because of prestige and he's white.
So you think that Patrick Mahomes was the MVP in the Super Bowl?
The one he won?
The one he just lost?
No.
Well, I'm talking about that game.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I'm talking about the game he just played.
No. Tom Brady got MVP for that.
Ooh, whoa, we got this on recording. Say it again.
Tom Brady was MVP.
Wow, you never hear him say
Of the
anything
last
positive about
Super Bowl.
Tom Brady.
No, because I mean his stats wasn't gorgeous. I mean he had a bunch of yardage from pass interference calls. He passed for under 200 yards. He had 3 TDs. Somebody, like I said, and like all the Super Bowls, when defense wins it, I think somebody on the defensive side of the ball should get the MVP. But they couldn't wait to give it to the great white Tom Brady. And you can't see this. You can't.
I can't
can't
see it
see it.
because when you play football, you don't see color. So I'm trying to teach
Man,
you
I
that.
played football.
I'm not getting going. We're not going.
That's what you mean. You don't see color.
This is my man. I'm not going to throw him on
Man,
the bus. We're not
look.
going to even do that.
When we played
But
against the white boys, bro, we saw color.
All right, listen. Anyway, so Tampa Bay just signed Antonio Brown for popcorn money
Okay.
for 1 year because he wants to play with Tom Brady again. So instead of him signing for 30, 40 million, he signed for 6.
Because he want the chip. He think he going to win that championship again.
And he is going to win again.
No, they not.
So Tampa Bay's going to win it again.
No, they not.
Who's going?
No, they not.
You know what?
No, they not. Is Tom Brady the only player in the NFL allowed to use steroids? Or some type of enhancement?
Listen, I don't know where he's going. See, this is what Latif does. I
No,
don't know
I'm
what he-
serious. I just want to know.
Who?
Tom Brady, 50 years old, playing the quarterback position,
44.
bro.
He'll be 44 this
Come on, man. Stop. He can't run nowhere. You ever notice his jersey don't ever get dirty? You ever notice people would literally pull up when they getting ready to tackle him? They literally pull up and try not to hit him too hard and lay him gently down in the grass. Football player. Is that football?
You know what? I think.
Would he still be playing if he was playing in Ray Lewis era?
See, the Cougars need to be snatching you up. This is what they need.
I'm serious, bro.
The Cougars should have snatched you up when you were young.
No, hold up. Would he still be playing if he was playing right now with in the Ray Lewis era?
Yes.
Where you could hit the quarterback.
Ray Lewis played against Tom Brady. He played 20 years.
And Tom Brady, what was the outcome every time he played against Ray
They
Lewis?
always beat the Ravens.
No, they didn't. He went to 2 Super Bowls and he had to go through Tom Brady.
No,
to
Tom
get him.
Brady lost. Tom Brady lost to another team. They lose
Yes,
to the
I
Ravens.
seen them beat Tom Brady a few times, bro. No problem.
A
Ray
few
Lewis
times.
know how to play him.
Okay.
You know
get
who I
it.
like? I'll tell you who I like. I like Lawrence. I like that new young boy Lawrence coming in.
Can't. You know what?
Trevor Lawrence. I like Trevor Lawrence.
I don't like doing sports talk with you.
Why?
I don't like the way you think.
You know why I like Trevor Lawrence?
I don't like the way you
You
think.
know why I like that young boy?
Oh my God.
He speak up. He been speaking up, and he been doing things in the community as far as racial injustice and reform and all that. This young kid been out there, college white ball quarterback.
I can't do this
Been
with you.
in the community
I can't do this with you.
doing his thing. So
I'm not gonna do this
He
with
gets thumbs up with me.
Here comes the transition, y'all. Y'all ready for the transition? We
Let's
can't do this.
transition then.
Okay. Let's talk about my boy
You
Bill.
can't handle the truth.
What movie was that? You don't even know.
Nah, I don't.
See, I'm not going to shout it out either. But anyway, A Few Good Men. But anyway,
Right.
so your boy Bill Clinton,
What'd he do?
divorced.
Oh, it's time.
It's time?
When did he get
It
caught?
was married 27 years.
But when he got caught in the Oval Office getting hit, right?
No, I didn't say the president. I said Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton was a president,
I
wasn't he?
know. I'm messing with you. You caught that. So he finally caught that, y'all. Nah,
Oh,
Bill
man.
Gates, though.
What about Bill Gates?
He got divorced. Seriously, Bill Gates got divorced.
So all I want to know is how much did his wife get?
The day they got divorced,
Uh-huh.
he gave her $2 billion in stocks. And here's the thing, though, you got to ask yourself: being a billionaire, you know, he. So it's a different kind of game. So when you got money like him,
Right.
it's really not called cheating. He can do whatever he wants to do.
What?
Yes, check this out.
If you married,
I know it's
it
crazy.
ain't no. It ain't
But
no.
I think they got different rules in that league, because no, really, I think they do. Because he was allowed to go on travel trips with his ex-wife. I mean, his ex-wife, ex-girlfriend.
She gave him permission. You mean?
Yeah,
Okay, that's money. And where was she at? What was she doing?
I have no idea. Somebody young probably blowing her back out.
Oh,
We
yeah,
know that.
yeah.
But
I do that for a couple of dollars.
see, this is. I mean,
Yo, who you think funding this campaign? Who you think funding this campaign, bro? Listen, bro.
So you're
Hey.
bang Melinda Gates for a couple $1,000.
Yes, I'm going on record saying yes.
So you go for the old wrinkly.
I'm going for the green wrinkly, bro. I'm going for them dollar bills, y'all. It gotta be at least $250,000 to hit.
I gotta be drunk for that, man.
To get a $250,000.
I gotta be drunk, not even drink. But my whole-
Hold on. For a $250,000, you gotta be drunk for a $250,000.
Sometimes it ain't about the money, Mr. Principal.
I probably not. I probably have to pop like 10 black ants though. At once.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that either. We definitely not gonna touch that.
I gotta pop like 10 whole canister of black ants.
But my whole point is that.
Oh,
when
and a Molly.
my whole point. I can't. I don't know what he's talking about.
Molly.
But my whole point is, so you got Bill Gates, right?
Right.
Married 27 years.
Right.
They filed for divorce.
Right.
What do you think happened? If you were to guess, what do you think happened? Tell me the Latif version.
Of why they got divorced?
Yeah, because I know it's something crazy.
No, I wasn't there, so I really can't speak
You
on
you're
it.
never there when you have your opinions, but still, you're always speaking on
All right,
something.
if I had to have an opinion, he met a young model
No, she filed for divorce.
because he met a young model.
He always had young models.
And he ain't hitting it, so he ain't touching her. So
So you're saying they got divorced?
because she was lonely in that relationship. She
Let me-
needed a companion. She needed to go to Starbucks and drink coffee.
Let me
and
put
read
y'all on
books.
game, because I think that the world is asleep. I'm gonna wake y'all up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This is why Bill Gates got divorced.
Wow, I want to listen. Let's hear this.
All right. So
I
the
wanna hear
stocks.
this.
So the stocks is crashing right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's it's illegal for him to just try to just grab all the stocks out and pull out.
Right,
So what he has to do is, right? He filed for divorce.
right,
The judge going to say, hey, listen, there's no prenup. You got to split your stocks and shares.
right,
So he saves the stocks and
right,
pull it out while everything's crashing. So it's not really a real divorce like we think it is.
right.
That's the way he maneuvered money laundry to save his stocks.
So he got divorced to save his money,
Correct.
and that's legal?
Isn't divorce legal?
Wow.
So think about it, because it doesn't make sense, right? 27
So if
years.
me and you would have did that, wouldn't have been no problem?
What do you? Listen. Here's the thing: if you are married
Right,
with no prenup,
right,
right?
right,
So keep in mind, you're married with no prenup. So
Right.
that means that when y'all get divorced, you got to split everything half. So now you have a reason to pull your stocks to give it. See, just now it doesn't raise a red flag.
Right.
If Bill Gates started pulling stocks out,
Right.
it'd have been red flags all over. You see? So that was the clever way
Right.
of him saving the state. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna wake the world up. Cause y'all like, oh, they getting divorced. He did.
Right.
Nah, that was a money move.
Wow.
See, people don't get it. You got to be awake and pay
You
attention.
just educated me, bro.
That's what I do. Billionaire Radio. That's what I do. You know why I'm the host?
That's right. That's what he do.
You know what I mean? The billions. That was $1 billion worth of game right there.
$1 billion worth of game.
Right.
So let me ask you a question.
Right.
Speaking on $1 billion worth of game, let's shout out to that $1 million worth of game. Hey, Wallow, bro, I listen to you, bro.
Shout out. They
And
doing
you
their
know
thing.
what,
Shout
man?
out.
And I got
Philly represent.
I got a lot of inspiration from you, bro. A lot of inspiration. You know what I mean? A lot of my moves I'm making now is because some of that information and that $1 million worth of game you gave me. Thank you. So shout out to Gilly. Shout out to Wallow. Shout out to the Figure Gang. And thank you.
Love doing shout
Thank
outs.
you. Thank you.
You know what I mean? Everybody got that homie that love doing shout outs. You know what I mean? Whenever they get the award. All right, Mom, shout out to Pookie. Shout out to Ray, Junebug, Juice and the boys.
Yeah,
Like this
boy.
is him.
Yeah,
if I don't
boy.
stop him, he'll keep shouting out.
Nah,
So
nah,
what were you
I
gonna
ain't
say
doing-
though?
I
What
ain't
were you
doing
gonna
all
say?
that. I mean, like you were saying on, we was talking outside. You was talking about the gun violence in the city,
Right.
and you know,
Before we hit the gun violence, I'm gonna touch one thing real quick. Cause somebody told me to touch on Lizzo, right?
right,
She's online on TikTok crying.
crying. All right, first of all,
And
who's
go-
Lizzo?
It's going viral.
Who is she?
You didn't say that on this platform, did you?
Yeah, I want to
All
know
right, he
who
said
Lizzo
Lizzo is the big. How can I be politically correct to say the big singing girl? Is that politically correct? That's gonna be the
Hold
day.
up, bro. You tripping, bro?
The dark skinned big singing girl.
All right, skin.
They got awards.
What's her song? What's
She has a couple songs, but my whole
Oh,
point
I know
is-
who you talking about.
Right, he just googled
Yeah,
it. He's smooth. I love it.
no. But her songs are real creative though. She got a real nice voice.
I mean, it's whatever you want to call it.
yeah,
But the whole
she
point
had a
is
song.
that
I wouldn't even have known it was her
the
song.
whole point is that she's crying on TikTok, talking about mental health and how she's so lonely, and the world is gravitating to that right now.
So why do you think she lonely?
I'm gonna wake y'all up again.
All right, let's get awake.
Ain't nothing but clickbait. See, we live in a time now when people try to do what they can
Right,
to get views.
right.
So all she's doing is creating more. See, I hate to say it, but that dude 45 that we call Donald Trump,
Right.
he showed us how to stay relevant in the media.
Okay.
Because we couldn't stand him, but he stayed relevant in the media. So whenever you put something out there that's controversial
Right.
and people start talking about it,
Right.
you're not relevant again. So stay tuned for Lizzo's album, y'all. Y'all heard me say here first. For the year end, she's gonna drop an album.
And
That's
so
the
you
formula.
saying she just purposely like she just want attention? Is that why she doing that?
I didn't say attention.
Or why?
Views.
Oh, she want more views.
That's how it happens.
But it ain't views attention?
You gotta think about it. Whenever you haven't heard anything from her in so long, you don't even know who she was. You forgot who she was.
I forgot.
So now, for her to come back,
Right.
it gotta be some kind of publicity stunt.
Oh, so she's trying to pull the Precious.
Pretty much.
Wow.
So now everybody's like, her name is now in everybody's mouth, ringing bells. Everybody's checking her out. She's trending.
Oh, wow.
And now when you're trending, it's the best time to drop music. I put y'all on game. That's marketing tips. I ain't even charging nobody.
All right, y'all. We're going to take a break.
Billions. What you want? What you want?
Bust down all of my wrists.
What?
Well, you can't tell me shit.
Nothing.
Big bands all of my pants.
Always.
I ain't got a flash for the ground.
Never.
You know if I want it, I got it.
got it.
None of that shit is a problem.
Nope.
They tried it, but they couldn't stop me.
They can't.
That's why I keep going and going and going. That's
Keep
why I
going.
do what y'all couldn't do.
What y'all couldn't
That's
do.
why I do what y'all couldn't do. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it takes time to get this great. Don't happen,
It don't happen overnight.
That's why I do. That's why I do.
I told her pressure bust pipes. She told me women love Skype. I said IG or FB, all you get is pipe. See, your vision is in sight, so let me lead you to the light. That's when a man bossed through the door. Me and Nina was like, yeah. I probably bought some new cash. She fast, I ordered DoorDash. Got Gucci and Louis. I'm about to get some new ass. She told me about her boo pass. Then scratched left him like a new rash. Told her that she too bad. She told me that I'm too shaft. Probably order a cool whip. She probably do some new shit like twirling on a toolie till she slide into a new whip. Cookie flavor glue grip. And I told her about the loose lips. Now me and a BF at the finish line, bagging new kids.
Bust down all of my wrist.
What?
Well, you can't tell me shit.
Nothing.
Big bands all of my bands.
Always.
I ain't got a flash for the ground.
Never.
You know if I want it, I got it. None of that shit is a problem.
Nope.
They tried it, but they couldn't stop me.
They can't.
That's why I keep going and going and going. That's why I do what y'all couldn't do.
What y'all couldn't
That's
do.
why I do what y'all couldn't do. Yeah. See, it takes time to get this great. Don't happen overnight. That's why I do. That's why I do.
She said you TDC. I said yeah, and I'm LB. Oh, you Latif Billions? I said yeah, mommy, it's me. Oh, you triple OG. I said with cash and a degree. She said well, girls wanna have fun. I said meet me in VIP and lose me with that Douce. I'm heading for the Ube, Jamaica, Newport. I'm pounding out a Luce. Y'all niggas call it Coochie, my niggas call it Booty. When she swallow that Henny, she swallowing up that Oondang. Hear that Philly slang, got that chicken by the gang talk. Gang, 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 gang. Bang, 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 bang. Engulf you in flames. Philly gunners with names, nigga. Link you like James, nigga. We ain't the same, nigga.
Bust down all of my wrist.
What?
Well, you can't tell me shit.
Nothing.
Big bands all of my bands.
Always.
I ain't got a flash for the ground.
Never.
You know if I want it, I got it. None of that shit is a problem.
Nope.
They tried it, but they couldn't stop me.
They can't.
That's why I keep going and going and going. That's
Keep
why I
going.
do what y'all couldn't do.
What y'all couldn't
That's
do.
why I do what y'all couldn't do. Yeah. See, it takes time to get this great. Don't happen overnight. That's why I do.
That's why I do what y'all couldn't do. Yeah. Another blaze. I gotta let it ride out. Gotta let that ride out. Anyway,
Yeah.
back
Yo,
to the topic.
who was that? Who was the producer on that?
I think that's the same bull, Count Henny. I
Shout
get my
out.
beats from Legion. Like all
Shout
I gotta
out
do is
Count
go on
Henny.
the phone. Yeah, all I gotta do is go on my
Right,
phone.
right.
My whole
Always.
label is inside my phone.
Right. I mean, I'm just all right. Don't tell nobody that.
Oh, why not? I'm
Because
trying to.
it's-
Everybody could do it. Anybody
It's
could
not a
do
good
it.
idea, but we're not going. I would never.
Okay.
I would never throw you under the bus. But just don't say that again.
All right, bro.
All right, appreciate it.
My whole
but thank you
label
for
in my
thank you for
phone.
not thank you for having that radio version. I appreciate it. I definitely want to give you a round of applause.
You
for
cried
that, man.
about.
I
You cried
appreciate
enough about it.
it. I definitely cried. I said, please, can we cut the cussing? But we getting there. We getting there.
How you like the track?
I just said it was hot with the producer.
Well, who's the writer? Who's the bull rapping?
I didn't get to that part yet.
You did that last show.
I know.
Shout out to the producer.
Shout out to the producer, man. Give me the
we
props.
rumbling, man.
That
Don't
mean-
make me put these paws on you.
That
boy.
was that was the Latif Billions track, y'all. He do what he do.
Yeah.
Also, just let y'all know, anybody that has music, any artist, any singer, any rapper, and if it's hot and you doing your thing and you want a little bit of exposure and a push, we're giving 3 minutes of fame. We're going to play your tracks, 3 minutes, on Billionaire Radio. Just hit us up at billionnaireradio@gmail.com or follow us on Instagram. So just letting y'all know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was hot. That was hot.
Yeah. I know.
There you go with that.
I know.
There you go with that. Everybody has that. Nah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna
Hey,
do it.
bro.
Nah, I love you. I ain't gonna do it.
I love you
I ain't
too.
gonna do it. I know. I'm not
Listen,
gonna do it.
man. Listen.
Listen.
It's an organic show.
I know it's okay.
And me and you go at this all the time.
Why didn't you do music 20 years ago?
I did. I'm still at it.
Okay. Whew, man.
I'm still at it.
You got some people
I ain't never gonna stop, bro.
I see. We see. Some people just not gonna let it go. It's like people. It's like that dude with the receding hairline. He ain't gonna let it go.
No, it's different. More different than a receding headline. I'm hot, so it don't matter.
Nah, it was cool though.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and I love it. You know what I mean? It's like it's art. It's
It was
art.
cool.
It's art,
Definitely.
man. You ain't gonna ask Picasso when he gonna stop painting. So
Yeah.
why would you ask Latif Billions when he gonna stop writing?
You know
I'm
what?
an artist.
But do you know why I won't ask Picasso to stop painting?
What?
Because he's dead. So come on with that, man. That's why I'm not going to ask him to stop painting. You know what I mean? That wasn't a good example. You know that. But
All right, moving along.
Yeah, definitely moving along. Moving along, because I wasn't done with I like to touch on the industry. You know what? People ask me, they say, "Listen, Armin, let them know what you do."
Right.
For those that don't know, right? Because everybody keeps saying, they don't know. Listen, I do consulting in the fashion industry, produce the fashion shows, work with the designers, the models, manage the consultant, creative direct, all that type of stuff, right? People like, listen, why don't you tell them what you do? I've been doing it for 15, 16 years, so I'm an OG in the game, right? The industry plug, what you call me, the industry plug.
So you hairline receding? You
What
said
is that?
you said you've been in it 16, 17 years. So,
Yeah, it's definitely.
so it's receding?
No, I'm not a talent anymore. I'm retired talent.
Are you not a talent
No,
in the
I'm
industry
the one
no
that,
more?
listen, this is the best example. This is the best, people say, hey, what do you bring to the table?
Right.
I bring the table.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Okay.
All right, so, and I want to touch on something real quick, right? Because a lot of models that want to be models,
Right.
but they don't go through the proper channels of being models,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And so, one thing that kills me, right, is you got a lot of models that want to teach models how to walk,
Right.
but never had professional training. And I'm like, I want y'all to stop that. Like, if you haven't been coached by a professional runway coach that's certified with credentials, stop saying you're a YouTube model and teaching other people how to, because you're teaching them bad posture. And see, that's the reason why, a lot of models aren't getting booked.
Right.
Or not because they're learning these bad habits.
I never understood that whole walking thing though. Like, what's
Right.
Why it's like, even when they doing it, I
Right.
can't pick it up. Like, like.
Well, I mean, I used to train male runway, so
Right.
I could tell you more about the male. On the female side of things, it's the walk changes, But the thing is, if you're not professionally trained, when you go to any casting, they can see it. You see, and then a lot of times, let's say you are not professionally trained,
Right.
but you have a nice look about you.
Right.
They put you in the show,
Right.
but they ain't cutting the check.
Just because you didn't walk right?
Listen, I used to, and still do,
Right.
get my models,
Right.
right,
Right.
in shows that do not pay. I get them checks. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
people don't know that they're getting checks.
Right.
But they definitely getting checks.
Okay. So you was out in California?
No, I'm not talking about that. No, I'm talking about just New York and anywhere else pretty much.
But you were out there.
I went out there for a hot minute. But don't do this guy always trying to put. We're not doing that, man. Yeah, how you going to try to
I'm just saying,
how you going to transition on me?
No, I'm just saying you wasn't here.
Yo, I missed y'all too, man. Listen, you don't understand. I watched the show, and I was just like so proud of you for not cussing.
Hey,
I was so proud of you for not quoting controversial people.
that's not my vernacular anyway.
It was that day when you did it. And we
My
all know,
vernacular is more on a professional level.
and we all know you're the most unpredictable people on the planet.
Bob from marketing.
So but definitely. But that's just something that I just want to touch on, let people know, because people are saying speak on it, and it's like you got a lot of models that, they call themselves models and they don't know how to walk, and they teach it themselves, and they teach it other people, but it's like you have no professional. And I'm gonna say it out here. I'm gonna just say this: if you're not signed to a major agency,
Right.
your career will go nowhere. Like you could say what you want to say,
Right.
but it's set up that way.
Right.
So you got a lot of models call themselves models, but they're hobby models.
Right.
Hobby models are cool.
Right.
But you're not a professional model until you get a check.
Right.
And that's how you're living. If you
And-
still got a 9-to-5 job and you're modeling, you're a hobby model.
So what age are you dead at a model?
There's no such thing.
So you could be any age and be a model?
Any age. Let me ask you a question. You go shopping, right?
Yeah.
So what age is there your clothes too old for you to go shopping?
I don't understand the question.
That's the same thing you asked me about a model. I mean, exactly. You go shopping anytime you want.
Bro, I don't want to do this with you, bro.
You did it.
I don't
I
wanna
didn't
do
do
this
it
with you,
You
bro.
did it. I answered though. I answered.
Because I be watching it, it be so critical, right? And it should be like 19 is old and model age. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
not. It's not that. It's not that 19.
They want them
is-
16 and 17 and 15. Now you
Who's
get
they?
19.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Who's they?
American Next Top Model.
Because when you start these rumors, people are listening right now on this platform.
American Next Top Model with your girl.
So you're basing everything on America's Next Top Model?
They in the industry. They know more about it than I do.
So
that's the stage. That's the stage right there. That's the stage.
I'm not going to bash America's Top Model.
Right.
But it's definitely commercialized for entertainment.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot of things are. Commercial for entertainment.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of jewels of knowledge on that show.
Okay.
Definitely. You know what I mean? But at the end of the time,
I mean, it's all entertainment. I mean, everything is entertainment.
It's TV. It's TV entertainment.
What you got going on over there? You got 2 phones set up, bro? Could you explain to our audience? We got a cameraman, we got Glockaware video, and you got what you got going on over there?
No,
What's that?
That's not important.
You bought the stand and the whole nine.
That's not important.
Where can I cop? Where can I buy one of those?
That's not. Stop it. This is a guy like this.
I already know. That one is for your personal page and one is for Billionaire Radio. Am I correct?
No.
Oh my goodness! Now you ain't gonna keep it 100. Oh man.
No, you asked the question. I said no.
That's nice though.
Thank you. I
How much
appreciate
is
that.
whole
I don't even know what you're talking
situation?
about.
I like that.
I don't know what
That's
you're talking
fly,
about.
bro.
Yo, but did you see Will Smith online?
Before we get to Will Smith,
He gonna let me transition.
That's some real vain stuff.
He's not gonna let me transition. We got a rumble transition.
You vain, bro. That's really vain. 2 phones.
All right.
2.
What's the point?
You vain.
All right. So let me get. I'm vain.
So they looking at it. Everybody watching you right now.
I'm vain, but you. I'm vain, but you're asking me which hat to put on first. Should I put the fitted on, or should I put this hot skelly on? Like, you want to put a hot skelly on in 70-degree weather?
Because I'm looking for a barber, man. I need one bad. Last barber I went to tried to charge me $40 for a shave up.
Well, pay it, man. Pay it. It's a pandemic.
40 for a shave up?
It's a pandemic, man. They took a hit. It's a pandemic.
Man, look, don't hit on me, bro. I'm sorry. I ain't doing it again. But yeah, I'm looking for a nice one, though. I need somebody sharp. I need somebody that laser. I need that laser ball.
That's why I can't deal with this guy, man.
For real, bro.
That's why I can't deal with you, man.
For real, bro. I need that. I really need that.
Well, I gave you my barbers.
I'm gonna call him.
There it is. Like, I gave you my
Next
barbers.
week, I should. You know, if I ain't paying for back
He was
drops.
like, y'all want us all to go to the barbershop. Listen, let me tell y'all what this guy wants us to do, right? I love this dude, man. This guy. This guy want us to do a whole promo coming out the barber chair getting cut. I said, dude, I'm not doing that, man.
Oh, man.
I said, no, that's not fly.
No, I'm saying we get the cuts because you sit in the car and just eat food and they watch.
That's what everybody knows I eat. I'm a food connoisseur.
You don't say anything.
Yo, that's why my other food show's going to come out.
You just sit in your car and you look in the camera and you just be
I
eating
eat turkey
the ice
burgers. I eat, I love ice cream and water ice.
You know how long I go through when I get one of your posts slide down when I'm in the joint, I see your post?
Right.
I look for about 3 seconds, bro. And then I get tired and I slide that joint.
But guess what happened?
They stay and watch. I know they do.
But not even that though. Guess what that?
What?
Count as a view. I got a view. So when you peek at it, that's a view. 3 seconds, that's a view.
Oh man.
So I ain't mad. I take it.
I feel you though. But I didn't mean to cut you off, but
Yes, you did. You was dying to cut me off.
we gotta talk about something real fly because we got like 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
How about
first of all, we're not doing the how about on this show.
all right, okay.
We're not doing how about We're not doing that. But we are gonna do. We're gonna do acknowledge that it's a major gun crisis in Philadelphia.
Right.
You know what I mean? Definitely in the streets in general.
So what about shooters and their girlfriends? Girlfriends that have shooters.
And you know what? I brought this up just because I knew he was going to find this bait. Yo, this dude, listen, watch what he about to say. He loves this topic, yo. I talk to this dude every day, a couple times a day, right?
Yo, so real quick, right? Real quick. So my man come and get me, right? So this when I was younger, right? This when Novas was out. I'm telling you my age. This when Novas was out.
Novas was still out.
Right. My man come get me in the Nova, right? So
Nova.
A Nova.
Wow.
N-O-V-A, right?
Wow.
So he come and get me. So they the Mark Vicks of today. Novas back then was Mark Vicks. So he come get me in the Nova. Like, Tiff, yeah, man. Something about the boy did something to his girl or whatever, right? So I'm in the back seat, right? He in the front. back seat. We ride to South Philly. Make a long story short, right? I got 38. I tell him, go knock on the board door, and then run back to the car. So he run over there, knock on the door. Boo, boo. Boy, he run to the car. We wait a little bit, right? So then I was like, all right, I'll do it, right? So I run over there. I knock on the door. I'm on the side of the wall now. As I knock, I lay on the side of the wall.
And which door is this?
His front door.
Okay.
The door cracked.
So you knocked on the door.
To have him come out.
Oh,
outside.
one of those times. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah,
just
yeah.
knock the door so you can get me the okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
he and I wasn't trying to kill him or nothing either. You know what I'm saying? I was just on some dumb ish. You know what I mean? Probably would have got a kneecap or something like that, right? So I hear the door
This
crack.
guy, man.
So I hear the door crack, right?
Stop, you talking this stuff again.
Listen, bro, I hear the door crack.
Right.
But it cracked in a way that my spidey senses was like, whoa. Right? So I runs back to the car. We get up out of there, right? Make a long story short, I meet me and his boy. To this day, we friends to this day. I'm up, he from up Point Breeze in South Philly. We just having a personal conversation on the corner, right? And he like, I'm telling him, we talking about different stuff. You know, we both, at the time, I was a dealer, he was a dealer. We talking about different stuff. And I was like, yeah, my man had this.
Can't with these stories.
No, hold up. He was like, my man had a problem. I was telling him, my man had a problem. And I ran to the, I told him how I got in the car. I was at the crib and all that. He was the boy behind the door. And he had a gauge. And me and him became friends ever since that day. We laughed about it. We still laugh about it to this day. I mean, it could have went real different.
I'm so glad you censored the story. Listen, he censored the story so much, y'all don't know what he's talking about. We what is he talking about?
I had to shorten it, bro.
Like, what?
I had to shorten it.
I appreciate it.
But it go to show you that you never know, man. Like, you never know. You never know. That could have went totally, the wrong way. But it didn't. And to this day, me and this bull, me and him, we friends to this day. You know what I'm saying?
So I just want to go back to all the gun violence.
Right.
I think what'll help the gun violence go down, and it's just me, it's my opinion, I think we should open up more boxing gyms in all the cities. I think it's a shortage of boxing gyms, and people don't know how to fight anymore, and they're afraid to admit that. They're not going to take a butt whooping, in front of everybody. So they shooting, because back in our day, we'll punch you in the face.
Yeah, we used to rumble.
Yeah, we used to punch you in the face.
We used to slap box.
Right.
We used to body box.
Right, but if I had a problem with you, I'd
Right.
punch you in the face.
And then you be rumbling.
Right. Now, because they can't rumble, there's a lot of shooting going on.
It's too much, man.
Right,
It's entirely too much.
So I feel like that, one mistake, they closed Joe Frazier's gym. I think that was a problem.
Right.
There's a couple of gyms out there. I met a boxing gym owner just recently.
Right.
Real cool brother.
Right. Right.
And we were talking about that. And I
Right.
feel like, we're not going to stop violence. Because
Right.
violence doesn't mean a gun shooting.
Right.
I can punch you in the face. That's violent. You know what I mean? So now we're at the point now where I'd rather see you fight, punch somebody in the face, than to shoot somebody. Even the bat. Hit me. I'd rather you get the bat. Because...
Man, they buy these guns and they can't wait to use them, bro. Like, they literally can't wait to use them.
But what I'm saying
them,
is, the reason why they can't wait to use them is because a lot of them can't fight. Think about it. If you're growing up not rumbling and not fighting,
Right.
and you have a gun,
Right. But that's true. But a lot of them can fight, and a lot of them.
I don't believe
and
that.
a lot of them still
Listen,
choose to shoot you, bro.
I don't believe a lot of them can fight. I believe a lot of people just had to adjust.
I think the difference is this. I was in a situation where I was in back of a car with an Uzi and I was praying the car.
I can't with this.
Listen,
dude,
I was
man.
praying the car didn't
He
pull
said-
off. I was praying that the car wouldn't pull off.
But what?
These young boys, they can't wait for the car to pull off.
I know, but
They
listen,
can't wait.
But what I'm saying is, like you said, some people know how to fight, right?
Yeah, some of
And
them know how
they
to
still
fight.
got the hammer, right?
And they still got the hammer.
But they got the hammer because the other guy got the hammer.
Exactly.
So they got it just in case.
They just
Right.
trying to even the playing field.
Right.
That's all.
But what I'm saying is,
You can't even say nothing to no. You can't even say anything. And listen, they like the younger generation is so on this. Pull up to the gas station. riding down the street, looking in your wheel, gritting on you because you passed them or something like that. They looking for it, man.
I mean, we all did that, man. I mean, when I was growing up, you couldn't look at me wrong.
Yeah, but man, now
No, you couldn't.
it's too much.
I'm just
It's
saying,
like a mentality.
It's a young mentality.
It's like a mentality.
I mean, back in our day, we got in fights by looking at people.
And they start knowing that they're going to bang you. They ain't going to rumble you like you said. They're not going to rumble you, but they start knowing that when this thing elevate and get heated, I'm pulling out this Draco on you.
Right.
Period.
But I feel like a lot of times there's also a problem with parenting.
Parenting has a lot to do with it.
So I have a lot of respect for you for what you said at the beginning.
Right.
Because you realize that, you know what you put in your music, people are listening to it.
It's influenced
and when
by
you heard it didn't hit you till you heard your son.
Man, it broke my heart.
And now you realize that, you know.
And I talked to him in the studio, and I felt kind of funny talking to him. I was like, listen, I ain't trying to be a hypocrite. You know, I tried to break it to him gently. Like, look, man, when I heard that, and he was like, Dad, it's just wordplay. But that wordplay is serious, man.
Right.
That wordplay is serious, bro.
Right.
And he was like, Dad, it's just wordplay. And I'm like, bro, I really don't want, I can't, because like I said, I wasn't a great influence. You know what I'm saying? I felt him I felt that part. Being that part of his father, I felt him at that. Because I sent him my tracks. You know what I'm saying? But I let him know, like, son, like, it's theatrical. It's theater.
But you're a violent guy, but you're not violent no more. You know how to control your temper.
I'm not, man.
This
I'm
guy,
trying to
listen,
create
this
a
guy,
new genre.
This guy,
theatrical.
This guy will hug the tree and hit you with the tree branch, okay?
Come on, bro.
At the same time, he's a gentle giant. So, you know.
Oh, man.
You know.
I just think that, like I said, it's devastating to get that phone call. It's very devastating. It destroys people's lives instantly.
What phone call?
That your young one was murdered.
But you know what, though? I got to say this. Mm-hmm. Because everybody's talking about the guy that got killed.
Right.
But sometimes, and not all cases, forgive me if I offend some people.
Right.
But unapologetically, sometimes the guy that got murdered was a slime ball.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And it was a collaborative effort of the group to get rid of him.
Yeah, I believe that.
And that's the part people don't tell. So it's like, what did that guy do? You know what I mean? Because
it's two sides to every story.
Sometimes, because here's the thing. Mm-hmm. When you heard about the guy that got shot at the prison,
yeah.
When you heard what he went to prison for,
right.
When they killed him at the prison,
right.
He was robbing people.
And I heard it was mistaken identity.
I'm just saying, but the point is that he was robbing people. You got people that are robbing people.
But if the people that you rob don't shoot you, you ain't supposed to get that.
But what I'm saying, why do we have sympathy for the guy that's doing dirt? You get? I know it's like
because it's a life lost. Yo, here we go.
This is the Legion. Make that nigga spend it all on you. Girl, you shouldn't be ashamed. Please don't let your pride make you feel some kind of way. Keep doing your thing, make them other bitches hang. Make that nigga spend it all on you. Going up and down the pole. That pussy cry for this money on the floor. You fuck it up everywhere you go. Now work for it, work for it, work for it, work for it, work for it. Make that nigga spend it all on you. Work for it, work for it, work for it.
Is you riding or you running? Up the price that ain't nothing, up the spice that ain't nothing. Yes, I'm handsome and I'm cutting. I got targets that I'm hunting. I'm that.
It's 1:57 p.m.
Nigga, she been whining, and my Benjamin McButtons. Her new man, she be punting. We should bring some gas, you be giving me that work. Told her take away the stress, I be making her confess. Back at home, she getting less, so she come to me whenever she just wanna be impressed. She remind me of my ex, but she poppin' like some Max D. Nice and pretty, but her get is super messy. Put it on me, little mama, shawty bless me. She be working, but I make sure that she rent free.
Make that nigga spend it all on you. Girl, you shouldn't be ashamed. Please don't let your pride make you feel some kind of way. Keep doing your thing, make them other bitches hang. Make that nigga spend it all on you.
that was hot, man. Who was that again?
That's me and my son.
Yeah, your son. That was good. Listen, man. Hey, listen. That's that time. We hope y'all enjoyed us. Check us out again every Tuesday, 1 p.m. here at Billionnear Radio. We doing what we do best. Billionaire Radio. Please follow us at Billion. The billions are near. NEAR. Billionaire Radio at gmail.com. And like I said, follow us on Instagram. I guess I'm your host, Latif Billions. It's my man over here. I'm Big Arm. Rheee from DC. She wasn't here today, but we still love her. So, anything you got to say?
Oh, yeah, I'm the star. And anyway, right, all the music y'all hearing on the show is new releases. We'll let you know how to get to them, though. When you're checking out our posts, Billionaire Radio and Billionaires and Billionaire Club, you'll find a way because it's on all streaming platforms. But, everything ain't coming out at the same time. But the music, all that talented music you're hearing on this show, you will be able to get a hold of it. UnitedMasters.com. Anything else?
We out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Catch us next Tuesday, 1 p.m. Glockaware, YouTube. Just go to YouTube Live, type in Glockaware.
Glockaware Radio.
You see Billionaire Radio.
Glockaware Radio.